Honda has just launched a new Tornado 300. What's new about it? In this video, you'll find out everything about the brand new Tornado 300 Special Edition, such as technical features, performance in the city and on the road, fuel consumption, and insurance cost. And of course, my honest opinion with the pros and cons. This is the only video you need to watch to make the best buying decision. I'm Amanda Pagliari, and this is the most charming motorcycle channel in Brazil, which also brings you the most comprehensive motorcycle reviews. So go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Honda brought back the Tornado name in 2024. This motorcycle uses the Sara 300 as its base. And then Honda gave consumers one more option to choose from. If you want a motorcycle that's more focused on asphalt, long trips, and more comfort, then people can go with the Sara 300. But if you still want a 300cc motorcycle, right, more focused on off-road, agility and all that, then you can choose the Tornado 300. The good thing is the more options, the better, right? Music. And for this special edition version, the Tornado also comes in a single color, which is red, that classic Honda red, but we've had some changes here in the graphics. So just to answer you, the only thing that changed here for this special edition version was the graphics, the stickers. And here we have, especially at the front, which is the number plate, this number here is really cool, right? It's 300 because that's its name, right? It's Tornado 300, but here the competitors, the riders, put their own number, so it's pretty interesting. Because this motorcycle is inspired by the motorcycles used by Honda, by the Honda racing team in the Dakar Rally, so it's really cool. We also have the 300 here on the side. Yeah, guys, this Tornado graphic looks really nice. I liked it here. XR 300 Tornado, I liked it here. We can also see special edition here on the side, really beautiful. And then we have, of course, the sponsor stickers, right? After all, every rider has sponsors on the fairings, right? And then Honda put Pro Honda and Head Rider here. I thought it was really nice, for those who like competitions, for those who like this style, this bike will definitely please. The fairings are plastic, so here we have a modular tank, meaning we have this whole black part here, and the side fairings, which are different, they're modular. And with that, if you have a fall, you don't need to replace the whole tank, just the part that got damaged. That makes it more economical. Let's put it this way, it's a compact motorcycle, so you see a motorcycle really designed for off-road use, light and compact. It weighs 143 kg dry, meaning that's without considering the fluids and the fuel tank, which has a capacity of 13.8 liters for gasoline or ethanol in any proportion, since it's flex fuel. It has full LED lighting, so we have an LED headlight here, as well as the turn signals, okay? It doesn't have hazard lights, and the taillight is also LED. To turn on the headlight, start the motorcycle here. Here at the front, we have a high fender, which really shows the Tornado's off-road purpose. And we also have, one thing I really like is that it's blacked out. Except for the silver handlebar, the rest, you see a darker bike here on the chassis part. There's the engine cover, since the engine is silver, right? Unfortunately, but Honda, put this black cover there to add a bit more charm. I thought it was cool. We have the wheels here, right? Black, really, really nice here. And we have spoked wheels with tube-type tires, 21-inch rim in the front, 18 in the back, and it has dual-purpose tires. On the front suspension, we have this plastic fork gaiter here to protect the fork. There it is. It uses a conventional telescopic fork, not inverted, with 245 millimeters of travel. And in the rear, we have an aluminum swing arm with ProLink with 227 millimeters of travel and preload adjustment. It comes with disc brakes on both wheels, with a 256 millimeter single disc in the front and a 220 millimeter disc in the rear, both with ABS anti-lock system. And it comes with the ESS braking system. How does it work? If you make an emergency stop at a certain speed, okay, if you brake suddenly, the electronics will detect this and automatically activate the rear turn signals to alert the vehicle behind you that something happened, right? Drawing the attention of the vehicle behind, and with that, making things safer for you. The exhaust is high, completely darkened, and it has a plastic protective cover here to prevent you from getting burned, so that's really nice. And here at the back, we have a very minimalist passenger grab handle, right? You can also secure luggage here, and there's this black metal part, and there's a rubber piece, right, where you hold on to bring more comfort for the passenger. And if you want to equip your Tornado and make it better protected, my tip is to get Scam accessories, guys, because they offer great quality and durability. Scam is known and recognized for the quality of its accessories for adventure motorcycles, and of course, they also have them for trail motorcycles, scooters, street bikes, and much more. And here for the Tornado, they have a complete line with handguards, saddlebag racks, center stand, anti-spray fender, engine and fairing guards, with a side footrest which is very useful for trips, license plate reinforcement, GPS mount, side case rack, and top case rack. To check out all the Scam accessories for your motorcycle or scooter, my tip is to click the link in the description or point your phone's camera at the QR code on the screen, and that's it. Scam has great quality. I'll leave some purchase links for the Tornado here in the description and tagged in the video. The Tornado seat is a single-piece type, so here we have it in red with Honda on the seat. The seat is really hard, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It's the CRF style, like off-road bikes, which basically means the seat is like a board. It has 89 centimeters from the seat to the ground. I'll get on so you can see. Look, it is a tall motorcycle. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm 1.77 meters tall. I can put both feet on the ground, but it is a tall motorcycle. Riding position. Here we have a riding position with the foot pegs more centered, so that's really nice. It gives you more stability. You can keep your center of gravity well balanced here and have more control over the bike. The rider's foot pegs here have these little hooks, right? What for? To grip your boot and give you more stability when riding off-road. They don't have a rubber finish, okay? And here we have the passenger's foot pegs, which are retractable, okay? With a rubber finish. The front of it isn't fixed, right? So you can steer here, right? The headlight moves along with you, right? Overall, the riding position is very comfortable. For riding standing up, take a look. It's really good, very comfortable for you to ride standing up. Okay, maybe in my case, since I'm tall, I would raise the handlebars here, right? Add a riser, but it's really narrow here, so you can control this motorcycle very well. I made a really cool video at its launch in the south of Brazil, right? In Urubici. Go check it out. I'll leave the link here in the description and in the card. We rode a lot in the south of the country with this motorcycle. It was really cool off-road, and you'll see how it performs off-road. And if you already knew the old Tornado, this one doesn't disappoint. And its engine, like I told you, is the same basic engine as the Sahara. This engine we have here, 300cc. It evolved from the 250, and it has nothing to do with that old 300 engine, you know, the one we had in the past from Switzerland that cracked and all that. It's unrelated. This is a new engine generation. So here we have a single-cylinder engine with 293 cubic centimeters, which generates about 24 horsepower and 2.7 kilogram force meters. Of course, it varies a little depending on whether you use ethanol or gasoline. With ethanol, the power is always higher, and here we have 6 gears and chain final drive. And the cool thing is that it comes with assist and slipper clutch technology. What does that mean? The assist technology makes it smoother when you pull the clutch lever, and the slipper technology prevents the rear wheel from locking up when you downshift abruptly, making it safer. The dashboard is fully digital, blackout style. We have a lot of information here. Well, the gear indicator is down here, and above it is the fuel gauge. These numbers here are the tachometer, right? Speedometer, and here we have the clock and odometer. Here we have the total odometer. To change the information, you do it directly on the panel, so we change it down here, and we have trip A, trip B, and here the total odometer. And up here we have partial information, kilometers per liter, okay? Here we have an average consumption, and we only have this information, instant consumption and average consumption. The cool thing is that you have consumption by trip, so you can have trip A consumption, right? Let me show you here, for example, I'm getting 20 on trip A. And if I want, for example, here, I can reset it, and look, I reset trip B, so trip A stays here, and I can, for example, get an average city consumption and highway consumption and see how it's doing. Here on the outside, we have the warning lights, right? ABS indicator, service indicator, also the neutral indicator, right? And the turn signals, right? When you signal to the right or to the left. This is a bike that we use a lot on dirt, off-road, and we know that dust is definitely going to kick up. And to protect your Tornado's dashboard, my tip is for you to get the screen protectors from Proto. After all, I'm sure your phone has a screen protector, so why wouldn't you put one on your bike, which is much more expensive? It's really worth it. The kit comes complete with everything you need to install it at home, including an instruction manual. Proto's protectors don't use glue. Instead, they use the same electrostatic technology as phone screen protectors. And it protects against damage caused by scratches, dust, sunlight, and wear over time. It doesn't come off with water, hides existing scratches, and if you need to remove the protector, it will come off without damaging or leaving any residue. It's really worth it to use Proto's protector because it's high quality. There are some similar ones on the market, but I can't guarantee their quality. With Proto, yes, you have the guarantee that your dashboard will be protected, and who knows, maybe you'll be able to sell it for more than book value since the dashboard will be intact. That's really great. It's worth it for you to get it. The price is lower than you think, and you get an even better deal on Proto's website using my coupon Amanda20 through the link in the description or the QR code on the screen. Don't waste time, just go ahead, buy yours and protect your motorcycle or scooter. Here on the right side, the front brake lever doesn't have any kind of adjustment, since on the switch gear we have the kill switch and the ignition button. And here on the left side, there's also no adjustment on the clutch lever. Here we have the horn, turn signal to the right, to the left, and back here the headlight button and also the flash to pass switch. And now that I've told you everything about the new Tornado 300 Special Edition, it's time for me to ride it on the streets of São Paulo and also hit the road and finish the video with the pros and cons. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like. It motivates me to create more videos like this. Now hop on the back with me. To ride here in the city, the Tornado does well because it's a light, compact bike and it has enough power. Very cool. It's an engine that doesn't scare you, doesn't jerk. It's progressive and linear, which is more than enough for the city. The main issue in the city, to be honest with you, is the seat. Because even if you're not going to take long trips with it, if you spend half an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, wow, your butt is already going to hurt. My butt is already hurting. Why? Because besides the foam being kind of hard, right, the seat itself is hard and it's really narrow like this. So like the little bones here, I can already feel them a bit. So in practice, that's gonna hurt. For me, it would hurt. If you really want to have it for riding around the city and everything, then in my opinion, you'd have to change the seat, right? Comfort or putting up with the hard seat, right? For making deliveries, then it's more complicated. But the way it handles for riding in the city, wow, there's no comparison. It's wonderful for you to ride here and it gives you all the agility you need in the city. You have 6 gears, oh my. It brakes well, guys. I liked its brakes. Is it recommended for beginners? Yes, I do recommend it for beginners, but there's the point that it's a tall motorcycle. So if you're short and a beginner, it could be a problem for you. Always start with a motorcycle where you can put both feet on the ground, okay? At least until you get some practice. It's very common to fall while standing still, so if you can put both feet on the ground, you'll feel more secure, okay? In general, here in the city, it does well. It absorbs the imperfections of the streets and potholes. The only main thing that bothered me here was the hard seat, which is really hard, guys. It's hard, it's hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Half an hour here and you're already in pain, so honestly, it's something that really gets in the way a bit. And of course, right, there are its dimensions, which are a bit wide. It's mainly because of the handlebars, but then you just weave through traffic, okay? But you have extreme agility, it steers well, you have great handling for riding in traffic, the engine helps a lot, it's progressive, and that's it. So here for the city, it does well. Now let's hit the road with it. Here on the road, the seat is worse, right, guys? Quirky. Because you spend long hours, and honestly, the seat is hard, there's no way around it, okay? The wind hits you right in the chest because there's no kind of windshield or aerodynamic protection, so when you speed up, the wind comes straight at your chest, okay? Let's do a top speed run. 135 km/h, it's hard to get past 135, huh? The top speed on the dashboard was 135 km/h going a bit downhill with the wind at our back. And that's without a passenger or any luggage, okay? On the road, don't expect really high top speeds. The good thing is that it has 6 gears, so you have that gear that gives you a little breathing room, right? And that's it. Regarding fuel consumption, we know that the faster you accelerate, the more you're going to spend. There's no way around it. Also, this engine here has low mileage, so it's still going to break in and will have better fuel consumption. With me, city and highway, accelerating all the way, trying for top speed, it averaged about 23 kilometers per liter, but it can do around 26 depending on how you ride. Do you have a new Tornado 300? Write down below what fuel consumption you get with it. About insurance, there's no way around it. You have to get insurance. We know that people really like Honda, especially this beautiful bike here that draws a lot of attention. The good thing is that you can get cheaper insurance through Protect Me using my link or the QR code on the screen, so you can insure your bike for less. Many people think it's a scam, but it's not. Protect Me is the cheapest in Brazil, and do you know why? Because they're 100% digital and even use artificial intelligence. They do all the searching for you and you get the price instantly. And since they don't have a lot of employees, buildings, or expenses, they can give you a big discount. And of course, with the volume, they can still make a small profit. But yes, it's important to mention that these are insurance companies registered with SUSEP because a lot of people go for vehicle protection plans that aren't guaranteed by the government, right? So you might not get your money in case of a claim or something like that. And I got a quote here for a 41-year-old man. I used the zip code for Mogi das Cruzes, which is where I currently live. And, well, several insurance company options came up, okay? Everything's all set. And I picked out 2 quote options here. Look, I'll admit to you that I was surprised. I thought it would be even more expensive, but it turned out to be reasonable, right? Considering it's a Tornado, it's a Honda. And, well, it's Sao Paulo, right? And I selected theft and robbery coverage here with 24-hour assistance, 200 kilometer 100% of the FIPE value, okay? It even includes a tracker and everything else. The amount came to 3,580 reais per year, okay? Or annually, 2,700 and 2,711 reais, okay? And 54 cents. You can split it into 12 installments, and at least for theft and robbery, you're covered. You can rest your head on your pillow knowing you won't have any problems. If you're still paying for the motorcycle, a thief taking it doesn't make the payments go away. The payment booklet stays even when the motorcycle is gone, so you still have to pay. It's really unfortunate. That's why insurance is an extra we have to get, unfortunately. And then there's another option, which is full coverage insurance, okay? You even get 100% compensation according to the FIP. You have total loss coverage. Total loss due to collision, flooding, and everything else. Then you also have repairs, right? Wheels, tires, and everything else. You also have third-party coverage for bodily injury, property damage, and emotional distress. And then, with my discount, the total came to 5,533 reais and 20 cents. So for Amanda, it turned out to be very expensive. But at least get theft and robbery coverage, guys. It's an accessory that unfortunately you just can't go without. But if you live in another city, as soon as you leave Sao Paulo or Rio, the price starts to get much more affordable. Get insurance that fits your profile, guys. You don't pay anything. People from Protect Me won't keep bothering you. They really won't. Use the link in the description or the QR code on the screen. The link is right here in the video and on the platform. You enter your info, get an instant insurance price, and with Protect Me, you can do the inspection on your phone at home. It's easy and hassle-free. Click, get a quote, done. Now I'm going to talk about the pros and cons. Remember, you can add to or disagree with Mandinho's opinion in the comments as long as it's respectful. But first, you need to subscribe to the Motoplay channel. Are you subscribed? So feel free to comment, starting with the positives and the design, right guys? Tornado is Tornado, it's tradition, it's a legend, a very beautiful design, especially this special edition version. I liked it. And remember, the official documents have the correct name, special edition. Another positive point is its versatility. You have a bike that you can ride both in the city and on the road, as you saw. It's not the most comfortable, but you can ride it, and especially off-road, it's really good. Another positive point is the handling. The motorcycle is very agile. It almost feels like a bicycle. It's so easy to maneuver. You saw it there in the lane splitting, right? Okay, me? The handlebars are a bit wide and the mirror gets in the way, but the bike is still easy to handle and ride, which is a plus. Another good thing is the suspension, so you can see that you don't even need to ride on dirt to benefit from the suspension, because there are a lot of roads out there with way more potholes than country roads, unfortunately, and this bike here responds really well. The riding position is very comfortable. Hold on, I'll talk about the seat in a moment, the negative points, just a little spoiler, but overall I found the position very good, especially for tall people. Another good thing is the engine, which is flex fuel, right? So you have an engine that you can fill with ethanol or gasoline, whichever you prefer, okay? That's a really great feature. The engine is also another positive point. It's a torquey engine. Of course, it's not the most powerful engine in the world, but within its range and for what it's meant to do, the engine responds really well. It has a lot of torque at low RPMs. Another good thing it brings is the assist and slipper clutch technology. It's not very common to see this in Honda's lower and mid-displacement bikes, but they put it here in the Tornado, so that's a positive point. Another positive point is that it has all LED lighting, so I liked its headlight here, and the turn signals, they're nice and minimalist. Another good thing is the ESS emergency braking system, right? The turn signals are activated automatically. We usually see this in Honda's mid and high displacement bikes, but they put it here in the smaller ones, so that's a positive point. Another good thing is the range. Usually, bikes more focused on off-road have a very low range, but here it has a reasonable range of 300 kilometers, so that's a positive point. And the last positive point, but not least, is that it has a long interval of 6,000 kilometers between maintenance checks. And if you're liking the Tornado so far, enjoyed the positive points and want to take it to your garage but don't have the money to buy it up front, and if you think the financing rate, the interest rate is too high, how about taking it with no interest, no down payment, and with special installments? Look, starting from 334 Rs and 67 cents. What do you mean, Amanda? Is that possible? Special installments with my friend Pablo through the link in the description or the QR code on the screen. He will work it out. He'll make a plan. The roadmap to getting you treasure. Guys, not all luck is the same, you know? There are several consortium companies, different fees, different strategies, different rules for each group. That's why Pablo is going to help you. That's why you need an experienced consultant to help you on this journey. Pablo has already helped hundreds of followers here on the Motoplay channel to get their bikes. And not just bikes, you know, also real estate. There were followers who got a real estate credit plan with Pablo. And he can help you with your Tornado, another Honda bike, another brand's bike, maybe a car or real estate, just like Amandinha is doing. If you don't know, I have a home buying consortium plan. I'm planning to build a house here in the condo where I live. Beautiful, right, guys? Really beautiful. Who knows, maybe it's your turn to achieve your dreams, maybe even in 2026 or 2027. To plan your strategy as quickly as possible, contact Pablo now through the link in the description or the QR code on the screen. It's his personal WhatsApp, and he will give you all the guidance. You pay nothing. Contact him now and mention you came from the Motoplay channel. This special offer isn't just for this bike, but for other bikes too, only for my followers. And now I'm going to talk about the negative points. Unfortunately, guys, there's no kind of outlet here on the Tornado, not even USB or USB-C. So I think that's missing. And what else is missing? Hazard lights. I know it's not meant for highway riding, but hazard lights would be nice, right? That's a negative point. Another negative point is these flexible brake hoses here. I know Honda's explanation saying it's about bringing more brake performance because of the suspension cost. I know all that. Honda's explanation in the Tornado launch video, link in the description, you can watch it. But it's really ugly, super ugly, like I said on the onboard camera. Some like it for its old school look, others don't. They took it off the Bros and might do the same with the Tornado, which is a downside. Another negative point is that the Tornado, the seat here on the Tornado, it doesn't open with the key. With the key here, it doesn't open. You need a tool. So I think that's a negative point because I like to have easy access here. You put documents underneath, so for me, it's a negative point. Another thing is maybe you don't mind the seat thing, but it bothers me. But another thing that bothers me, maybe it doesn't bother you, but I need to mention it, is that the motorcycle only turns on the headlight when you start it up here. I turned it on here, it's dark. Why do I think that's bad? It could at least have a parking light. Imagine you're in a garage or on the road at night. Do you really need to keep starting the motorcycle and wasting gas just to turn on the headlight? Of course not. Turning the key should trigger at least a small light for assistance. The lack of this feature is a drawback. Another downside is the hard seat. It will hurt your butt, no way around it. The riding position itself, it's comfortable, but anyway, the seat is uncomfortable. There's no way around it, okay, both for the rider and the passenger. And the last negative point, but not least, is the price guys charged at the dealership. There are many dealerships out there where the price is absurd, especially in the north and northeast. If you deal with this, write down below how much the Tornado costs in your city so we can compare across Brazil, okay? So it's worth doing some research before buying. It's offered in one color with a suggested retail price of 31,540 reais. Nice. Remember, if you want to buy your Tornado or any other Honda motorcycle with the best service and the best deal, you need to go to Japalto. Japalto, guys, is the biggest in São Paulo and who knows, maybe soon the biggest in Brazil, right? Because, guys, they have the best service. They accept your used bike from any brand as part of the payment. They offer easy financing, group purchase plans, and much more. At Japalto, you'll make a deal no matter if it's a Tornado, a scooter, or even a high-displacement motorcycle. Contact them on WhatsApp using the link in the description, the QR code, or the phone number on the screen. Reach out to them, negotiate over the phone, or visit one of the 32 Japalto stores spread across São Paulo, Greater São Paulo, Alphaville, and the countryside. It's really worth it. Grab some coffee and negotiate with the salesperson for great service. Mention you saw it on the Motoplay channel. So that's it. If you like the video, leave a like, share it with your friends, WhatsApp groups, Facebook, because that really helps me out. And who knows, maybe we can reach the mark of 1 million motorcycle lovers this year, right? Let's reach that milestone, guys. I'm almost there. We've already passed 700,000. I'm really counting on your help. Let's go step by step. I think this channel deserves to bring you quality videos, always the best unbiased reviews here, a lot of high quality content for free here on YouTube. And your subscription, guys, is very important. It's free. But if you want to contribute even more, become a member so you can have exclusive access to early content. There's a lot of exclusive content just for members, some early access, and also giveaways and much more. Click the link in the description to become a member, and don't forget to subscribe for free and leave a like. I think I deserve it, right? Up here I left a really cool video for you, and down here I left another one that I'm sure you'll like. See you next time. Big kiss.